Welcome to the installation of the Dispensa Pantry by Boomer, a door-mounted pantry system with 10 available tray widths, heights up to 92 inches tall, and a heavy-duty runner that will hold up to 330 pounds. Dispensa is designed for a 24-inch deep pantry cabinet and can be installed in framed or frameless cabinetry. This video is for demonstration purposes only. Please refer to the mounting instructions for the actual installation. It is important to note that the cabinet should be plumb and level, and the floor of the cabinet should be strong enough to support the weight of the contents. Additional floor support is recommended for cabinets over 15 3/4 inches wide. First, we'll look at the door opening requirements. The width of the door opening should be at least a ½ inch wider than the tray width you've chosen. The height requirement is based on the interior height of the cabinet. Our cabinet interior height is 65 inches, so we've chosen the frame that covers heights from 49 inches to 66 inches. The tools required to install this pantry are a tape measure, pencil, T-square, awl, a Phillips head screwdriver, 4mm hex wrench, and a power drill. You will also need 8 pan head screws and 12 countersunk screws for this installation. Here's a hint: if you're working with a framed cabinet, make sure that you have a flush floor and ceiling with your face frame. The unit can be installed with up to 1/8 inch floor recess. Anything larger will need a shim. The first step is to draw a center line on the ceiling and the floor of the cabinet. Next, tape the top runner template to the ceiling using that center line as a guide. Then, tape the bottom template to the floor the same way. These templates will show where to drill your holes for the top and bottom runners. It is critical to position the templates properly, being sure that they are in line and parallel to the cabinet sides from front to back. If not, it may cause the unit to operate poorly. Mark your holes on the top and bottom templates using an awl. Remove the templates. Clean the top and bottom of the cabinet of any dirt or debris. Using a power drill, pre-drill holes and mount the top and bottom runner as shown. Be sure to use countersunk screws on the bottom runner and make sure they are mounted flush and not at an angle. The top runner uses panhead screws. Next, based on your type of cabinet, install the fixing bolts provided to the right position and height on the top part of the bottom runner. Next, set the frame down onto the bottom runner and slide it back, locking it into position with the fixing bolts. Tighten the bolts with the hex wrench. In some cases, additional tray holders should be added to the top part of the frame in order to have storage trays in the upper part of the cabinet. Next, we'll assemble the runner. First, slide in the interior bottom runner trolley, then insert the runner component with the frame attached into the trolley. When installing the frame into the top runner, you can adjust the height of the frame so that it can reach the top guide, but leaves a 1/4 inch gap between the frame and the guide. Make sure that the frame height has been adjusted equally on the front and the back, and tighten the hex head bolts on the front and back of the frame. Check the operation of the unit by pulling it out completely and closing it. It should be running smoothly and quietly. Now we'll install the door brackets. Start with your door laying face down on a flat surface. Calculate the door bracket positions using the formula in the instructions. This position will vary based on your installation, so be sure to pay close attention. Next, mark your door bracket locations and use an awl to start your holes. Install the door brackets, starting with the bottom bracket, and be sure to use panhead screws. Verify that you have centered the bracket on the door before installing. Pull the frame out of the cabinet to its stop position. Pick up the door and slide the top bracket into the top frame channel, and then the bottom bracket into the bottom frame channel. Secure the door by tightening only the middle fixing screws on the top and bottom using the hex wrench. Once this is complete, cycle the unit in and out to see if the door is closing flush and in the right position on the cabinet. If the door height needs some adjustment, loosen the fixing screws on the bottom rail of the frame, which are the outside screws. Then, using the same hex wrench, adjust the inside screws right next to them to raise or lower the door. Once in the desired position, tighten the outside fixing screws. If the door needs some horizontal adjustment, loosen the fixing screws on the side of the top and bottom of the frame using the hex wrench. This is the middle screw. Then adjust the outside screws to change the pitch or position of your door. Once in the desired position, tighten the middle fixing screw on both the top and bottom of the frame. Once you have the unit and door in the right position, it's time to install the trays. These trays are height adjustable in 4-inch increments and will be placed at an angle and then slid down onto the steel support hooks. The side of the shelf with the higher rail goes towards the rear of the cabinet to prevent items from falling off. Finally, cycle your pantry door fully in and out to test it and to make sure it's working properly. To recap, draw a center line on the ceiling and floor of the cabinet. Attach the templates to the ceiling and floor. Mark your screw positions on the templates and drill pilot holes. Mount the top and bottom runner. Install the fixing bolts on the bottom runner. Attach the frame to the bottom runner. Assemble the runner in the cabinet. Extend and adjust the top of the frame and tighten into the runner. Mount the door brackets. Attach the door to the frame. Make the necessary door adjustments. Congratulations! You've completed the installation of the Dispensa Pantry by Boomer. If you followed the instructions closely, you should find a smooth movement along with a dampened closure. Adding weight to the shelves should make for an even better operation. Thank you for choosing Boomer. Go to cleverstorage.com for more product information, photos, and videos.